It is Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024, and I um pardon me, apparently choked on some water that was left over in my mouth from what I just drank like a couple seconds ago. Um is that important? No. Do I care? Yeah, probably not. Whatever. Why did I talk about it? I don't know. Why am I still talking about it? Still don't know. Uh Work was good today. One of the first things that I had was a meeting with my great grand boss, and it was just um, how are things going? It wasn't just me. It was me and one of my coworkers, and well, I mean they were all my coworkers, but then like six or seven or eight or something other um, people that work in the department. Uh, but yeah, it was just kind of to see if there were any suggestions on things that needed to be changed. Um, and I didn't really have much. I mean, I kind of went on with my coworkers' idea of having more training for new hires or something. Um, but other people had some actual like legitimate problems that um, they brought. Excuse me. So I'm recording this after supper because I had to get a video out and it was late, of course, uh, because I didn't have any time yesterday to look at it. So yeah, it's the video that I got really mad at the end. And even looking back at it, on most days, I don't think that would have bothered me so much, but I don't know. Um, I'll need to look back at like what at these videos sometime, um, and kind of cross-reference them, because it's very possible that the reason why that annoyed me wasn't really because of anything. Well, I mean, so there were some weird things that happened and some very unlucky things that all seemed to happen in the same episode. I probably would have laughed it off mostly. Um, but I think that might have been the point when I was also getting frustrated with work in the sense of I didn't feel like I was able to do anything um, on completely on my own failures, by the way, not because of anything, um, not because of anyone or anything. But so it's possible that on 99 or 999 days out of 1,000 that wouldn't have bothered me and made me so annoyed. But no, yeah, that definitely it definitely happened. uh, so and I remember some stuff is coming up in the next videos that I'm gonna upload too. That's like kind of annoying, or I was annoyed about. Um, I don't know. Do I? I mean, I didn't really have a problem with uploading it. It kind of makes for good content, but that's, if it would, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion about that video necessarily. Um, at some point in my life, I'd be like, oh no, I'd never put that out online or something like that. But that's definitely before the time when I was also like recording video journals and planning on posting them. Uh, but also, I mean, it's not just that. I mean, I'm not like, oh wow, that's so good. That's a shit's good content. I need to do that more often. That's definitely not it. Um, every emotion that I was feeling in that video was legitimate. And like I said, on 999 out of 1,000 days, I might not be feeling those emotions that way. But on that day, it was legitimate. That wasn't played up. That I was. The weird thing is that I'm smiling the entire time and frustrated. I don't. That seems kind of weird to me, but that's what happened. I mean, that's legitimate. Um, and then again, there's also the thing of like, if I was just playing this game for fun, that also probably wouldn't have stressed me out. Because I don't know, I felt like the entire video I was getting stressed out. Now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really come off that way in the video, but like the entire video, like all the way from the beginning, where things are kind of like I'm making wrong turns at Hyrule Castle and not really knowing how to get around and kind of trying to rush through things. Um, that entire time my stress was building, and then it finally happened at the end. So would I have been stressed out if I was playing this game just for fun? Probably not. But I was trying to, keep on going and get through things and trying to make an interesting video, um, which caused me then to get stressed, which then made that happen. So it's that whole thing of like, what is something that you don't think about. I've talked about this before with authenticity and stuff. What is authenticity? Is it acting like you're not recording? Because if I were to act like I wasn't recording, you would have seen me get like 900 Koroks, which I, I haven't done yet, obviously, because it's a long task. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have if I was playing this video, or if I was recording these videos as if I wasn't recording them. I wouldn't be talking. I wouldn't have a microphone hooked up. And I wouldn't like be getting anything done. Which kind of sounds like an interesting idea for a playthrough, but I don't know that anybody would really want to watch that. I don't know. I don't know that I would want to post that, to be honest. Um, just like throwing up, like literally like regurgitating videos of me like literally just doing nothing, while playing the game as if I'm like even if I did that, I don't know that I would be able to. I would still have that whole idea of I need to keep on doing things. Um, if only because I would run out of storage space on my computer before I would finish the game like that. So what is authenticity? Um, it's not a question that I ever had. Well, I mean, I did kind of have it. I didn't. Uh, I'd thought about it before I started like recording YouTube videos, but at the same time, it's like, it seems so easy. Like, it kind of gets brought up all the time with like horror games and stuff. Like, would people actually react as they do in their videos if they were just doing it for fun? And the answer is probably not. Probably because they wouldn't be talking and explaining themselves. That's the part that I think a lot of people forget about. When you're playing games at home, you don't talk about it. You just sit and play them. I mean, if you have somebody there with you, maybe you do. But that's still different than what it would be. And that's where I think I have my friend to thank a lot for uh, when we were recorded like my first videos, my first good videos together. Um, having that conversational thing going on, uh, I think is really helpful. Um, and then being able to take that to a solo video. It took a little bit, but it helped to already have like a basis. because talking to yourself about, I mean, you could watch my very first videos uh, to kind of get an idea of how weird it is for someone to just try to start talking to themselves, you know? So, yeah, I mean, anything that happens in a video probably is not how the person would react in real life because they're talking about it. And that's really the opposite of what most people think about. But yeah, so would I have reacted like that if I wasn't recording? No, because I probably wouldn't have been stressed out about doing things. At the same time, everything that I was feeling and saying and doing was completely legitimate. I didn't fake anything. I guess it's the difference. You can fake emotions and things on video, right? A lot of people probably do it. But even if you don't fake an emotion, even if the emotion is real, that doesn't mean that that's how that person would react if they weren't recording, you know? And that's where kind of uh, authenticity kind of is weird, right? Because it's not just how you react normally and faking, you know? There's stuff in the middle that is the physical act of recording, you know? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. And I'm kind of trying to figure out how that applies to other types of art as well. And I think that's kind of, I don't know much about acting, but I think the best actors are able to make things seem so real because they actually like do feel those things. But at what point does that become fake? Like you wouldn't call an actor who records a video in character being authentic to themselves necessarily, but I don't know. It's not as cut and dry as you might think. Um, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking for it. Whatever it is that I'm looking for, I'm gonna keep looking for it. So, anyway, I guess that's it.